So hello guys, welcome back. Now in this video I'm going to explain about question number 2 of April 2024 mock test series of costing. We are now going to deal with A part of question number 2, right? Now the following information are available for the three machines of manufacturing department of KBC Limited. Preliminary estimates of expenses they have given. So there are three machines P, Q and R. So there are three machines, and regarding these machines some preliminary estimates of expenses they have given. So these are only the preliminary estimates only. So this much is going to incur, we are going to incur this much. Okay, they have given about all the expenses, depreciation, space part, power, consumables and all they have given. For if you observe something like here, um just a minute. Yes, so some expenses they have given the apportionment of PQR machines, but for some like power, insurance, indirect labor, they haven't given any apportionment of PQR. Okay, so we have to find it out. Okay, so here there is something called salary of foreman and salary of attendant. So they haven't given any apportionment. So how do we know in what ratio we have to apportion this total salaries into all the three machines? So for this only they have given the foreman and the attendant control all the three machines. They control all the three machines it seems and spend equal time on them. So as per this given hint we have to apportion in what ratio we are going to apportionate all the expenses of the salary to all the three machines. So equal only, no. So whatever is the salary, first you calculate for the whole year and we are going to equally apply to all the three machines, right? So that's the hint given. And there is some additional information also given. What is that? Estimated direct labor hours they have given. So this is useful for calculating direct and indirect labor and ratio of kilowatt rating. So this is for power. They haven't given any apportionment, no. See here, for power there is no apportionment. So this is the clue. What is this? Ratio of kilowatt rating. So based on this we are going to apportionate for the power expenses. And floor space, this is for rent, used for rent. So obviously you are going to you know think what is floor space for renting. You consider floor space as the consideration, no, that is the factor. So for using this you are going to apportionate the rent expense. Okay, now there is something here, information. So what he says, there are 14 holidays besides Sunday in the year. So tell me one thing, how many Sundays are there in a year, guys? 52 only, no. So besides that 52 Sundays there are 14 holidays. Out of that 14 holidays, of which two were on Saturdays it seems. So apart from this 52 Sundays there are 14 holidays again, and out of the 52, sorry, out of that 14 holidays there are two Saturdays it seems. In that 14 only there are two Saturdays and remaining 12 are some other days. Okay, so the manufacturing department works 8 hours in a day, but Saturdays are half days. So from Monday to Friday it's 8 hours and on Saturday it is half day. So all machines work at 85% capacity throughout the year and 2% is reasonable breakdown. Now what is required? Calculate predetermined machine hour rates for the above machines after taking into consideration the following factors they have given. Okay, what are the considerations he wants us to take? So one is increase of 15% in the price of spare parts. There is a in expenses there is something called spare parts, no. So increase in prices. So spare parts price have been increased to 15% and increase of 25% in the consumption of spare parts for machine Q and R only. So there are three machines only, no. P, Q and R. So Q and R consumption has been increased by 25%, and for all the three machines the price has been increased by 15%, he says. And now this 20% general increase in wage rates. So that means for indirect labor, I think just a minute. Yes, he hasn't given any direct labor, guys. Yes, indirect labor only he has given. So there is no apportionment, no. So 20% increase in general, what 20% general increase in wage rate means. So first of all we need to find out what is direct labor, sorry, indirect labor apportionment by using this, what, estimated direct labor hours. By using that we are going to find out what is the ratio, and for that we are going to apply this 20% general increase. Okay, now and 10% decrease in the consumption of consumable stores. There is something called consumable stores here, no? So they have given apportionment also. So for that you need to reduce the 10% decrease. Why? Because there is a 10% decrease in the consumption of consumable, he says. So we need to consider all these four factors, and also you have to calculate what are the effective days or hours. So here he says 14 days, 14 holidays are there, and also besides Sundays in the year, he says. So including that Sunday also, apart from that Sundays, again 14 holidays are there. And again he has given all the working days 8 hours, and on Saturdays it is half day. So we have to consider everything like this. So 85% capacity and all, putting all this together, we have to find out effective hours or in days or something. So let's go to the answer and find it out, right? Yes. Now here, before what he asked, firstly he has asked about, what is this? Yes, calculate the predetermined machine hour rate, no? So before going to the predetermined machine hour rate calculation and all, first of all we need to prepare a base. So what is that, guys? Effective hourly rate, how many number of holidays and all, and they have given some factors to be considered, no? All this we need to adjust, and we'll go to the main table. Okay, so first let's see working notes number 1. What is this? Calculation of effective working hours. Already told you, no? So there are some holidays and all, and main working days it is 8 hours, and on Saturdays it is only 4 hours, because he says half day. For full day 8 hours means, for half day how many hours? 4 hours only, no? So yes, number of holidays how many? First of all we'll just calculate number of holidays in total in a year. Okay, so number of holidays 52 Sundays in a year. How many weeks are there? 52 weeks. So per week only one Sunday, no? Yes. So yes, okay, 52 Sundays. And how many other holidays are there apart from Sunday? 14 other holidays are there, no? So 52 plus 14, which comes to total of 66, right? Now we are going to again calculate how many Saturdays are there. For what purpose? Because Saturdays, they say that only 4 hours only working hours. So we have to find out how many Saturdays. Sundays 52, no? Then why Saturday 50? I'll tell you. 52 Saturdays are there, yes, but here he says, where is this? Yes, so 14 holidays besides Sundays in a year, of which 2 were on Saturdays. So in this 14 holidays also, in this 14 only, there are 2 Saturdays included. In this 14 only 2 Saturdays included. Then how many remaining Saturdays are left? Only 50. So that's what we have here done. Okay. So number of holidays 52, and 12 holidays, and 2 Saturdays also holidays. Total 66 holidays are for sure. Now how many Saturdays, working Saturdays, that means half day working Saturdays are left? Only 50, because 2 are holidays. Out of 52, 2 out of 52 Saturdays, 2 days are holidays, and 50 days you are going to work, but for not full time, for half day only. That means 4 hours only you have to work. Okay, now he wants to find out number of days work full time number of days he want. So how many days are in a year? 365 days, out of which 66 days are holidays. He wants only full time, no? So you have to take that Saturdays also. So he wants purely Monday to Friday without any holidays, full time he want. So for what purpose, guys? Because for that whole day you are going to work for 8 hours, and on Saturdays you are going to work for 4 hours. So for effective hours you have to calculate, no? That's why he has taken this full days only. Okay, so out of 365, 66 are holidays, and this 50 are half days. We don't want half days, we want only full days. So total comes to 249 days. So now we are going to see the calculation. Here what he says, so just let me zoom it. Yes, okay, so 249 full days we got, no? So now we are going to calculate the effective hours and total hours. Any worker is going to work how many hours. Okay, total hours we are going to calculate now. Full days work how many days? 249 full days you are going to work, no? So 249 into for per day how many hours? He says 8 hours per day. So 249 into 8, it comes to 1992. Now here we have removed, no, this is a working day, we have removed. Why? Because that is a half day. Now we are going to take half days work. So how many half days work? Actually all the Saturdays they are going to work for half days, but 2 Saturdays are holidays. Now only for 50 Saturdays only they are going to work. Okay, so on Saturdays how many hours? It's only half day. So for full day 8 hours means for half day it's 4 hours. So 50 into 4, 200, total comes to 2192. These are the total hours. But are these effective? It's not effective. How? Because in a year they only told they'll work for 85% capacity. Okay, so for 85% capacity only they are going to work. So what is the effective capacity? Out of this 2192 only they work for 85% capacity, which means approximately 1863. And of this 1863 hours also there is a normal loss, which is 2% reasonable breakdown. Reasonable means it's reasonable, which is normal. It's not abnormal or because of any negligence or ignorance. It's not because of that. It's reasonable means it's normal loss. So normal loss breakdown is 2%. Of this 1863 it's 2% means approximately it is 37 hours. So effective running hours, which is 1826. So now that we have calculated the effective hours, total effective hours in a year, which comes to 1826 hours, right? So now the other working notes is like after considering all these 4 points. Okay, now let's see the calculation. First one, I think it's spares. Yes, amount of spare parts is considered calculated as under. Okay, so what are the preliminary estimates of spare parts, guys? They have in the given in the question. Where is this? Yes, spare parts 10,000 in total. So for PQR 4,000, 4,000 and 2,000 they have given. Yes, these are the preliminary estimates, which means beforehand only they have estimated that spare parts are going to be incurred in this manner, in this ratio. Now here they say the spare parts have 2 points. 2 points into consideration we have to keep in mind. What is that? One is an increase of 15% in spare parts. So price is increased to 15% of spare parts, and consumption for Q and R only increased by 25%. Now let's take one by one. First of all, we shall take the increased price. Okay, 15% increase in price is there. So we shall add this 15%. On 15% on what? On 4,000 it is 15%, on 4,000 it is 15%, and on 2,000 it is 15%, right? So comes to the total comes to 600, 600 and 300. Now if we add both, like the pre estimated prices and all the increased prices, total comes to here 4,600, 4,600 and 2,300. Now there is a increase in consumption of 25% only. No, for all the three machines or only for Q and R? Only for Q and R, he says. So there is no increase in consumption for P, only Q and R. So 25% increase in consumption upon what? Upon 4,600 only you are going to calculate. Okay, so on 4,600 if you apply 25%, you are going to get 1,150, and upon 2,300 you are going to apply the 25%. Now you get the total estimated cost of this much. Okay, now indirect labor. So he has told that 20% general increase in wage rates. So what is they haven't taken, like all the three machines they haven't taken. They have taken the total. Okay, where is this? Yes, indirect labor 20,000 they have given. They haven't given any proportion. No, so that's why in the working notes also he has only done for the total, it seems. Okay, so preliminary estimates total 20,000, and now general increase is what? 20%. So upon 20,000 you apply 20%, you get 4,000, total of 24,000. They haven't given any proportion. No, so he has done for the total only. Now lastly here, yes, okay, where is this last one, which is an 10% decrease in consumption of consumable stores. So where is this consumable stores? Yes, here. So consumable stores 10,000 is there. No, 4,000, 3,000, 3,000. So this for this 10,000 preliminary estimate is 10,000. Now decrease in consumption is 10%. So if you do this 10% on 10,000 you get 9,000. So this is about consumable stores. Now here there is something. Here they have given annual interest on capital outlay, which is 60,000. They have given the ratio also, proportion also they have done. But here he says, see, interest on capital outlay is a financial matter and therefore it has been included from excluded from the cost accounts. So all the capital outlay and all this comes in financial accounts. No, it's not, it doesn't come under cost account, so they have excluded, it seems. Okay, now that we have considered all the, we have considered, where is this? Yes. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Yeah, so we have considered all this 4 points into consideration, and now that we have calculated all the effective hours in a year also. So now let's proceed with the predetermined machine hours. He want no predetermined machine hour rate. Now we are going to consider all these expenses and we are going to apportion it to the all the three machines as per the given hints and all. So we'll just go directly to the answer. Working notes completed, guys. So yes, now we are going to see the computation of machine hour rate. Predetermined machine hour rate he has asked, no? So yes, now firstly we are going to deal with standard charges, and now secondly we are going to consider this machine expenses, and in total we'll have the totals and machine hour rates also there for all the three machines, right? So this working notes all done, no? Yes. Now let's see. Okay, standing charges, which includes insurance, indirect labor, building maintenance, rent and rates, and salary of foreman and salary of attendant they have given. Yes, and again total standing charges. So up to here all these are, standing charges. What is included, guys? Insurance, indirect labor, building expenses, building maintenance expenses, rents and all. Okay, so what is the question here is, for these expenses what apportionment basis we have to take. So for insurance he is going to take depreciation basis. So for insurance of any asset and all, what is the apportionment basis, guys? Basis, so insurance upon assets only, no? So depreciation is the appropriate basis. So we need to take appropriate basis. You don't you have irrelevant basis you don't take. Okay, so for insurance it is depreciation basis. For indirect labor they have given direct labors. Okay, in the question they have given direct labors. Okay, here estimated direct labors they have given. So indirect labor upon direct labor hours you are going to do. And for building maintenance expenses, obviously upon floor space only, no? So as per floor space you are going to apportionate this building maintenance expenses. Okay, now this rent, where is this? Yes, rent and rates, obviously floor space, I already told you, while explaining. Okay, now salary of foreman and salary of attendant they have given some clue, no? Where is this? Yes, so the foreman and attendant control all the three machines and spend equal time on them. So for P, Q and R, equally you are going to apportionate this salary of this foreman and attendant. So till here the standing charges get over. Okay, let's see. Now insurance there is a total amount of 8,000, and upon depreciation basis he told. So what is depreciation here? 20,000 in total, but in this ratio you have to take. Okay, so what is this ratio we have to find out. For P, let's find out first. So 7,500 is there. What is total? 20,000 is the total only, no? So 7,500 divided by 20,000 into 100, you get the ratio 37.5 percentage. So Q also same, no? 37.5 percentage. And what is 37? So P and Q combinedly 75%, which means equally, and for R it is 25% of total. So in the same way you are going to do for the insurance also. So what is insurance in total? 8,000. So upon 8,000 you put 37.5 percentage, which is 3,000. So for P and Q same only, no? So for P and Q it is 3,000 and 3,000, and remaining 25% for R. So what is 25% on 8,000? So 8,000 into 25%, it is 2,000. In this manner you are going to apportionate the total expenditure for P, Q and or the three machines. Okay, now for the indirect labor, upon direct labor hours you are going to do. Okay, where is this labor hours? Yes, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50 and 1 lakh 50. So what is the total? 4 lakh. No. So what is ratio for P? 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, which is 25%, right? You do in the calculator while I'm explaining, you get the more clarity. So direct labor, it is sorry, indirect labor, the total comes to 24,000. Upon 24,000 you apply this 25%, you get 6,000. Okay, and the same for Q and R also, in the same ratio for direct labor hours. So I'm there is no I don't have time for explaining all the P, Q and R for all the ratios, guys. So upon this basis, you take and do, you'll get it. Okay, so you have, if you have any doubts or wrong answer you're getting, you just please let me know in the comment section. I'll reply to every comment, guys. Okay, now building maintenance expenses upon floor space only, we are taking. So building maintenance expenses are 20,000, it seems, in the question they have given. So what is floor space they have given? It is 40, 40 and 20. So what is this ratio? 2 is to 2 is to 1 only, no? So directly you can see this. So 2 is to 2 is to 1, in that ratio only. So yes, just a minute. Yes. So building maintenance expenses 2 is to 2 is to 1 ratio. You are going to do it for PQ and R. And rent and rates also floor space, which is 2 is to 2 is to 1. So 1 lakh 20 you are going to apportion it in the 2 is to 2 is to 1 ratio. Okay. So salary of foreman and salary of attendant. See here. So what is this? 20,000 and 5,000 per month they have given. So if 20,000 is per month, then what is total for year? 2 lakh 40 only, no? And 5,000 per month means 60,000 per annum. So equally they have control over all the three machines, and they have spent equally time, it seems. So 2 lakh 40 divided by 3 you are going to do, and 80 80 80 equal time spent, no? So yeah, and the same for salary of attendant also, 20 20 20. Yes, so standing charges are over. Total standing charges is 4 lakh 72, which is the total of P, Q and R. Now you are going to divide this individual P, Q and R amounts with hourly rate, guys. Sorry, hours. Effective hours you are going to divide. So what is effective hours? We have calculated, no? 1826. Yes, this 1826 is the total effective hours. Whether this total amount, where is this? Yes, so 1,65,000 is the total, no? 1,65,000 is the total for P. For the machine P, the total standing charges are 1,65,000. With this, you divide 1826 total hours. You get the hourly rate for standing charges. Okay, 90.36. And again, 1,68,000 divided by 1826, you get 92,000. No, sorry, 92 rupees. And again for R also. Okay, now machine expenses you are going to see. So what is left, guys? Depreciation, spare parts. Yes, depreciation, spare parts, power, consumable, insurance done, no? Indirect labor also done, and building maintenance expenses also done. Annual interest on capital outlay, this is excluded, no? So again rent and salary is also over. So whatever is left, you are going to just put it here. Machine expenses. So depreciation, spare part, power and consumables. Yes, depreciation on what basis? Directly, they have given directly. So yes, 7,500, 7,500 and 5,000. So directly you put it here, because they only have given, no? So spare parts calculation we have already done it in the working notes number 2, no? So that you are going to put it here, the cost directly. 4,600, 5,750 and all, no? So where is this? We have calculated. Yes, in this working notes number 2, we have calculated, considering the increase in consumption and increase in price, we have calculated, no? You remember? Yes, that only we are going to put it here. Okay, now power on the basis of kilowatt rating. What is this kilowatt rating? They have given some clue, that hint. Ratio of kilowatt rating. So what is this? 3, 2 and 3. What is the total, guys? It's 8 only, no? Yes, so total comes to 8. And in what ratio? 3 is to 2 is to 3 only, no? So in that ratio we are going to take 40,000 in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 3. You are going to get this. And consumable stores, they have directly given, but there is something decrease in 10%. So directly we don't take, just don't copy, but there is a 10% decrease. Okay, where is this? Yes, consumable stores only, no? Yes, Consumable stores, we have 4,000, 3,000, and 3,000, but we have 10% decrease. 10% decrease in consumption. Upon 4,000, you subtract the 10%, and for the Q and R also same. You deduct 10% of the cost. You get all these three totals. Now total machine expenses comes to this amount. What are you going to do with these totals? 30,700, 25,950, and 25,575. What are you going to do with these totals, guys? You are going to divide with the effective hours, running hours. How many effective running hours are there in a year? 1826 hours, no? So if you divide, you get this hourly rate machine expenses. Yes. Now total A plus B, these are the total expenses, and machine hour rate. Above, for the standing charges you got no hourly rate, and here for the machine expenses also you got no hourly rate. You are going to just simply add it, and you'll get the machine hour rate in total. So this is the predetermined machine hour rate, right? So this working notes is completed, no? Yes. Yes. So required completed, right? Yes. Now in B bit they are asking about Happy Limited produces product RP in batches. So management of Happy Limited wants to know the number of batches of product RP to be produced, where the cost incurred on batch setup and carrying cost of production is at optimum level. Optimum level. So what is this, guys? In the question itself, if you read it, you should it should strike in your mind that he is talking about economic order quantity, economic order batches. Okay, so this is a theory question, but just formally look into this. Okay, economic batch quantity only, no? So what is the optimum level? Economic order quantity, this is the optimum level where the batch, setup cost and carrying cost are at the optimum level. I already told you in EvoQ, the ordering cost, for the material costing, for the order cost and carrying cost will almost be the same, except for the decimal points and all, but these both will be at the optimum level. So here he has some description about economic batch quantity. He has given some uh, has written something theory about it, and here they have given EBQ, economic batch quantity, which means root over 2 AO by C in material costing. Here it is 2DS by C. So they have given D means annual demand, and S means setting up cost, and C means carrying cost per unit per annum of production, right? So just look into this theory, guys. With this we have completed the question number 2. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section, and please do subscribe to the channel for getting more videos of this mock test on any other mock test, and please let me know what videos you want me to teach. Okay, thank you, guys.